art, comedy, pop culture, and much more. ACPN.
So that means we do an editorial power grab with your position to get this right. You're not writing it? Okay.
No, Daniel's still writing.
Okay, I thought you Yeah. Somebody said you were taking over after he leaves.
That sounds like a joke. Yeah. I am too busy to write, and they're far more talented. Jorge.
I did kill some people, yeah, to get this, yeah. There was a power out there, yeah.
You have photos of Daniel? You're like, you're
Yeah. I was like, you get one more. And then
Give me one of those Eisners.
No. I was the victim that had to come after him and tried my best to not disappoint. So yeah.
I'm thinking these.
I'm glad that it's working out.
Daniel's storytelling aesthetic is so big and bombastic. He has his Transformers doing wrestling moves and stuff like that. Have there been any moments when you've got a script from him and been like, dude, how am I supposed to draw that?
Oh, well, no, so before, so we talked a little bit before I came in and did issue 7, and then I told him, it's like, I know, wrestling moves, I've seen them, like, they're in the book already. Hold my hand. You're gonna make me do like wrestling moves. Just like just hold my hand through the process. And no, he's been really nice. I think there was with the Power Driver. I think he just sent me a sketch and he's like kind of looks like like this, and I was just went into YouTube and just watched thousands of videos to make sure that I got it right. So no, he's been really nice when it comes to that.
Does he send you videos?
No, those look. He sends me this. Listen, he knows how to draw, so he just sends me this is just a sketch, and I was like, can I just
Yeah, Daniel in his scripts will say for specific images, be like, hey, here's what I'm thinking you do if you want.
That's the headline right there. Daniel Warren Johnson. He knows how to draw.
Going places.
I don't know if you've seen the script at 8 just yet, but he has one of his craziest things.
No, but Ben has told me that it's like, oh, wait until you get that one. Yeah. I've heard what's to come. But no, it's been really good, and someone told me earlier during the show, it was like, so you usually just work with writers that know how to draw, and I was like, no, that's just where I fell. And it's intimidating, but it helps that you have someone who understands kind of the visual aspect as well, so it's easy to kind of pass it. So I talk to them through the process, so it's been really good.
Great. What's your biggest challenge of drawing, the Transformers?
Challenge-wise, I don't know. I thought it was going to be just the fact that I was drawing robots for 4 issues and just interacting and moving and stuff like that. But it's pretty easy to fall into it. Everyone told me that I was. It's like, I'm gonna hate it. I was like, no, I don't have to think about anatomy. I don't have to think about bicep. It's like box. It's really nice. And I was saying a little bit earlier, is we already have the foundation in the first 6 issues that it's already playing enough with the shapes that my style is not as obviously Daniel saw is more extreme than mine, but I knew that door was already open, so I was like, oh, I can twist shapes, I can exaggerate, I can bend, and I knew kind of what that range was going to be. So it's been really fun kind of finding that balance, so it's not just sitting in boxes kind of walking around. Yeah.
I really enjoy the expressiveness that we're doing, especially Stars.
Yeah.
Is that the petulance of Starscream? He's just a fun character to just.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bring emotion to the faces. Really.
Thank you. Yeah.
Shock just has to go.
It just kind of just feel everything. No, it's fun. It's fun to figure out kind of what the shape language and the body language has to be to when you're just made out of triangles. I like that challenge.
Is it more difficult to draw somebody with the faceplate like Optimus? because he constantly wears it, right? Like,
No, absolutely. No, for some reason, the ones that I think have been a little bit of like, oh, it took me a little bit to kind of get comfortable with, were the ones that were more organic. For some reason, because I still have to make them feel like, there's other robots and stuff like that, where they have some organic shapes and curves and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, the logic is like, it works in the 3D object in my head, like, trying to represent that in 2D. It's like, oh, is this attached to it? It's like, kind of, so, like, I remember, like, issue 7, like, Cup shows up, and I was like, this guy's insane. Like, he has so many curves and, like, layers and, like, and surfaces that I was, like, trying to track all of that. It was a little bit more complicated than just drawing, just, like, a very straightforward, kind of like geometrical shape. So,
those season 3 characters are no joke, man.
I mean, they are completely different designs.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes more sense.
Yeah, with RC and Delta, just because again, Delta's element is insane. And it's like it works in the front view, and in the side view, it's like, okay, so how does this look? That it doesn't look just like. It's like, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's fun. My background is in graphic design, so like working with shapes is always fun. Trying to figure out that. It's what I like. Yeah.
You saying the toys?
You saw it yesterday, I know.
Sometimes I don't obviously I don't have access to all of them, but like I look especially when I was talking
very stereotypical as well, right? There's a lot of
scenes with transformation, like in the middle of
I love
the transformation sequence and stuff like that. I would either see the toys and kind of like how they move, or like just go back to the show, which the show was like its own kind of magic. So like sometimes it may not like logical sense, but like to get familiar with the motion of the characters as they transform. So that's when I look at toys to see what bends, what goes this way, what goes that way, and then try to bring that into. And then sometimes I'm just making it up because it looks cooler some other way. Yeah.
That's what Dan added to the first time. It's like it looked when they were transforming. It's like you're on like step 17,
Yes.
25. And you're like, wait, what the next couple? How are I gonna do this? His head's up. He's kind of in big, but his arms are a little askew. You're like,
And then you realize you did the wrong move, and
They hand me a transformer. I'm like, I don't know. It's pretty good.
That's what I did with the masterpieces. Like, it's no joke. I remember making a joke. Like, I wish I could pay somebody to come and transform this for me, because I'm at that age where I can't even see the fingers.
That's gonna be every 5 minutes when the kid wants to go back to the other one.
Yes.
I would love to see a transformer in a book, like, forget a step, and like, have to rewind.
have the arm hanging out.
Just like, okay, skip step 5 in my head.
What's your history with Transformers?
Oh, so I started with Beast Wars actually. So like that was like kind of like my introduction to it. Obviously, I had the toys, but like the story itself, it was I think when Beast Wars started, that was when I started not vocal, like interested in it. It's like the dynamics here are like way more complex than just kind of like regular, who's that bad guy kind of situation. So that's when I started falling in love with the mythos behind the Transformers, and since then I went back, and then I did Generation 1, everything that kind of like came after. And yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for iterations, so like I try to, I'm not necessarily like want to be married to this, like this is the one, I'm not gonna follow anything else. So like I love just kind of like how this becomes a renewable story, like, and then you can tell it differently, you can tell it with different designs, different approaches, different tones, and I just kind of like fell in love with it.
Yeah, Beast Wars was definitely my first, go with the Transformers 2. I never saw it before then. Thanks for making me feel super old.
Thanks for making me feel super old. I remember watching the original.
Yeah, no, I'm way too young for that.
I think
Way too young for that.
It is a dividing line. I mean, I remember I was But I never got into Beast Wars or Wrestling. That's when I kind of left, and that wasn't my thing. And some people were like,
Yeah.
What about Beast Machines?
Oh, Beast Machines. So again, the look of it. Again, I'm a visual guy, so like, the look of it was really interesting to me, especially coming from Beast Wars. Like, so I was like, this is like the textures are different, and like it was. I don't know. It was with progression and also CGI and
Story. Story, not so much.
But it was interesting to look at. So like, you know, again, I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. So.
Visual.
Sean, you know, Robert Kirkman and Daniel Warren Johnson, very envelope-pushing writers. Obviously, these are licensed properties. How much of your job is steering the ship versus holding on for the ride?
well, now we've hired Ben Abbott, I think, who's the executive director of everything, so he gets to do the so I get to like come in, read scripts, set 2 cents, we're talking with Josh, Dan, Robert especially. It's a real group effort, like, it was the best idea. So Josh and Ben will get together and talk about Joe. They mapped out art, which allows us to go, like, we can correct it along the way, but we have like a Robert came in for the what's this? How do we get there? So, you know, it's just collaboration. I think I'm proud of the story, but it's great to have voices and ideas.
So Larry Hama says you can't afford to retire. Did he get a cut of the Kickstarter?
Yeah, yeah. He was public about that. He made some statements about that.
He did.
And since, you know, it's my decision, take care of Larry. Yeah, I mean, the fan base is responding. I think that was the reaction of 301 and the sales on that, and just, you know, supporting Larry. Yeah, make sure he's
It's fantastic. I've been in.
I actually went down to NYU because Larry donated to our class. So we're doing some research on some potential stuff down the line. It's good just to see his process and just
So
Alex Antone manages those books and does
I have to ask because that was a very successful Kickstarter.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when are we going to get the Transformers Compendium Kickstarter going?
I mean, listen, with success, we never, with Kickstarters, we never want to say, well, too frequently. We'll make sure there's no surprises. Transformers fans, American Hero, but yeah, I'd say stay tuned. There's a pretty good chance that that's coming.
Pretty good chance.
Yeah.
And what about the follow-up series, like the stuff that Larry did for IDW?
Yeah,
G.I. Joe.
I mean, that's all under discussion. We have another project that we work with all the crowdfunding space that we want to tackle. So it's all about, you know, sometimes it takes time to type those files, or remaster, or destroy them. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you know, we do about 3 crowdfunding campaigns a year. So I think one this year is going to be Hasbro. Every Hasbro yeah. And the fulfillment of the Real American Hero will be happening in December. John Comcom's in the office. Astounding. And I will say on the regular standard, that's the trade paperback.
Yeah.
You pick it up.
That's,
It
I
looks
was just about
heavy.
to ask that.
It's
That's my
like,
question.
no, yeah, so that newsprint is something they just did the number 1 reprint. We use the Transformers 1 reprint. And we love, like,
It's
the best fucking one we've ever printed.
it creates a dissonance in my brain when I pick it up, and I think it's supposed to feel like a phone book. And it feels like it's like packing styrofoam, and I'm like, I can't connect it in my brain.
I
It's
had a
so
box of
crazy.
6, and I picked it up, and I had no movies those in there because they're so light.
Right.
Kickstarter the same paper
It's similar. We had different printers. The trade paperbacks domestically, so we were not able to get that sort of overseas. But it's pretty comfortable. I think they're all collections, reprint collections from other companies. They use glossy paper. The colors don't sit right. So from the very beginning, we thought this newsprint will allow those to feel more like
I know that Tashin has developed this new it's not like they discovered it, but this paper stock for their big books that they do,
Yeah.
and it feels like the newsprint,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's
it's
actually, I was
thicker.
talking with a friend of mine, and he specifically brought the attachment books.
Smart.
And I actually had a look at them, so I'm not familiar with those papers, but I see them through the window.
They're huge books, but just the paper stock is amazing how it kind of tricks you into thinking this is newsprint,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's thicker than newsprint.
Those are, I think all those are scans of the printed paper.
Those are, yeah, the way they do those are photo scans. Like, unlike artist editions, with actually scans the original art.
They did the Batman years one that was
Oh my gosh.
files, and then they did the one that was like a scan of how it printed.
Yeah, Scott Doonbeer's like artist edition, beautiful. Like, that is a thing of beauty. Well, I mean,
But we also, we just started doing artist editions. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
Extremity.
that's fulfilling this month.
Yeah.
That's what looks huge. It looks huge. It is huge. But it looks awesome.
IDW did some artist edition stuff with G.I. Joe to American Heroes. Any chance we're going to see more of that from Skybound?
Potentially. I can look at files.
And then also, they used to also team up with Hot Toys, like toy comics, any chance of that?
I think there's a pretty good chance of that. At least work very closely with Hasbro. That just want to do press. Their press day. Yeah, we speak with both their general Transformers teams closely, and a lot of that's us sharing what we're doing, making sure we're aware, and vice versa. So, a good example of that has been, we knew that they were producing Nemesis. He was coming in, so they gave us the design. And that was the first time that was public. No one knew that's what the figure would look like. So, yeah, not accurate commercials, but they have
Is Hasbro given any indication if they're going to adapt any stories for the movie, for like the crossover movie?
Oh, that's.
We focus on comics.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, who's above your pay grade?
You might be psyching in those sales.
Alright, Jorge and Sean, if you want to go this way, Josh and Tom, if you want to
Thank you, guys.